Today we're reacting to Zoe Spencer needs to take accountability. I wasn't gonna react to her response because it was over an hour long, but shout out to Omeezy. He brought it down to 12 minutes, you know, giving his inputs as well. We'll talk about it, but just what she was saying was just, you could tell. It was literally what I was saying in the last Soul video. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised she watched it, but she wasn't gonna be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. She's gonna wolf back, and you know, that's expected. So let's get to it. Let's do it.
Zoe came out crying to the world, painting the picture that Kai was a bad person. Now, I didn't know who she was, so I had to do my research. I does my research, and all she does is emasculate. Why you can't just sit and just have fun with? Every person that stream with her feel like they going up under a humiliation ritual.
Wise words from a decent man. Now, since the last video on Streamer University, a lot of stuff has come out, and Zoe Spencer has now woken up what the internet is calling King Kong Godzilla King Solluminati. Like, it's getting totally out of hand. But because this ties in with two more recent videos, the Streamer University video and the Humiliation content video, I think it is worthwhile talking about from this perspective and this lens. Now, Zoe Spencer has been getting laughed at for the past couple of days because she cried that she did not get into Streamer University. I mean, she's basically become a meme herself.
To get my name blocked in the chat.
Oh shit!
Say my name.
Y'all blocked her name from the chat. Damn. Oh, she that's tough.
See, you wait. What the?
Look at this. We all here.
Hold on a second, bro. I feel like I'm watching that with the bros. I don't know. I kind of enjoy the reaction to the reaction to the reaction to the reaction. Now, out of all the reactions to the Zoe Spencer controversy, the one that spoke the most reaction or most, you know, vitriol conversation has been Solluminati basically destroying her or ethering her, as the internet would depict it, because of her actions, her feelings, thought processes, and all that stuff.
He don't really do anything wrong. You going around biting. You have bit more than 10. This a zombie.
Oh my god.
Bro, Zoe Plant the eater. She's a zombie, bro.
Solluminati made aggressive claims about Zoe Spencer being a clout demon, a industry plant, somebody who is just there to humiliate a bunch of guys, and it sparked so much controversy on the internet about who she is, what she does, why she's valuable, and most importantly, Zoe Spencer herself had to clap back at Solluminati because, I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't take me being called a clout demon dick eater either.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
I gotta get on there and say something, you know, and I'm not, like, again, I'm not mad at her. You feel me? She gotta come for her to it takes a very big person, very big, that I know I'm not, to come on the internet after somebody just cooked your shit and be like, I'm not gonna lie, so Illuminati, you're right. The plant thing, this is how I got my come up, blah, 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 blah. But you're right, bro. I'll be tripping, and I just like that would that now, as I don't know how that gets received, you feel me, by the masses. Ultimately, I feel like it would be good for her, but that's not human nature for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's very much so more fulfilling to get back on here and talk a whole lot of shit. Hell no, nigga, you stupid, and we're human.
Say something.
Who's Solluminati? Who is the Solluminati? Yes.
I can't deal with this clip again.
That's crazy, out of pocket, and I don't condone those types of behaviors. That's stupid. But there have been some questions that have arose from this back and forth between Zoe Spencer, Solluminati, and just the conversation as to who she is, why she exists, and what is cool in content creation and streaming. First of all, the claims of her only humiliating people in the conversation of, you know, how she creates content. Now, this is probably a valid claim on the surface. When you consume a lot of Zoe Spencer's content, it looks like it's embarrassing. It looks like it is harassment. It looks like she is doing the most, and we'll definitely dive a little bit deeper into that into the video. But I can see how somebody who is just coming into the fold, because Solluminati has been off of the internet for a long time, would have that takeaway. Hey, I just had to do research of who she is. This could be a very valid claim. A lot of her, you know, videos do come off a little bit different, but it is odd that everybody's coming all out at one time to dogpile on her, and I don't even think her type of content warrants this sort of of reaction from the community at large, and I'm not the only one who agrees with that. Hell, Solluminati kind of walked back his statements a little bit and said that he was sorry for stepping on her grind, and other content creators honestly fell in line with the sentiments that I'm having, that it was just, it got a little bit too much on the TL these past couple of days when it came to Zoe.
Yeah, like this type of flack, you know, typically comes for the person who is a true potential demon. Like how they be cooking Deshae, you know, Deshae, his shit is a little bit like, this type of cook is a little bit more warranted because, you know, he gets on there, I'll fuck the shit out you, bitch. And her brother come over and now he's getting, you know, and then the little things he be doing with girls and just the freaked out nature that he kind of got going on, it's a little bit more warranted. For somebody like this, although it's more so, it's just, one, niggas is big fans of so when he gets on here and he starts woofing at somebody, it's like, oh snap. And she came on this bitch like, you know, she came on this hoe defending herself and woofing bad and just being loud and obnoxious and annoying. So when you see that, it's kind of like, this we don't like, this is annoying. We don't want to see this. And she, who is Solluminati? Who is you a bitch? You a da da da. This is that and the third, right? So when it starts happening like that, you know, that's kind of how it pops. And Pete, what was the first video that he said about Shorty? Oh, because she was crying on the net. It's crazy, right? People will go and there's so much. If you make a piece of content, you got to understand whether it's the comments, whether it's other creators, they will come on here and start saying things. They could say they either agree with you or they could say that they don't, right? And they could wolf and talk shit and this is that and the third, right? But because of who the person is, they'll look past the comments. They'll look past a smaller creator saying something that they don't agree with. This is that and the third. But if it's a bigger creator or if it's somebody of some status and it's getting some motion or something like that, that's when they start getting their feelings hurt about it. That's when they'll get mad about it, right? It makes sense. Again, human nature. I feel like there was something going on with Ty Boogie and Young Don. Y'all wanted me to react to. I'm not gonna react to that. But basically, where Ty, I feel like Ty did that. You know what I'm saying? And I rock with Ty and his content, and you know, he seemed like a good nigga. But anybody could have went on there and said, "Oh, I don't agree with your takes, and you this and you that, and this is that and the third." But my nigga Don do it. And, you know, Don's my brother. And he says that, and Ty goes and kind of like, man, he makes a video reacting to Don's response about it because Don's a big YouTuber. And he said it in a little post that he said, Don is a big YouTuber. Young Don is a big YouTuber. You feel what I'm saying? Or sorry, a big YouTuber reacting to my thing, calling me this. I'm going to make a response to it. It's like, because of the person. You feel me? I didn't really like that much. You feel me? Like, it could have been anybody that was woofing, but since it was this person, and now it's got to be a thing, quote unquote. I get it, clout, get your money, and they could potentially make some, but it's just unnecessary. You feel me? Like, niggas have different point of views or whatever. That's what I think about that. If you just so happen to see that, Ty, or if you happen to see that, if my people happen to see this video and y'all were wondering what I thought about that, that's what I feel about that. I don't really like that like much, but anyway, that's what I think about this situation.
For the most part, I want y'all to know I don't feel good about the must be stop and all this stuff. That's my old self, and my old self was not about really the grind. My old self was attached to just a lot of bullshit. I told y'all I have no beefs. You know, I send apologies. I feel I'm really sorry, and I really want to say this to the bottom of my heart. I feel very sorry for myself for putting myself through that, you know, and I hope she can keep grinding.
That's what I was saying. Y'all gotta
for
understand.
Myself.
Yes, so cooking her is funny as hell. That shit mad funny. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You're a funny nigga. But that's why at the end of it, I'm like, yo, bro, at a certain point though, niggas gotta get on Zoe dick, cause we could do this to mad people. There's mad people that, like, you feel me? This could have happened to anyone. And yeah, we do some like the side shit. Obviously that shit fucked up. But yo, bro, she a person, bro.
But the thing is, that's who she is. You know what I mean? If she didn't bite niggas and do all this crazy shit, nobody would be talking about her. That's who she is. Everybody has their own road and way of how they get to a certain level when it comes to being an entertainer, especially in the streaming realm. You could question a lot of shit niggas and chicks did, but that's just who the fuck Zoe is. Clearly, these niggas kept letting her around regardless of what she was doing. It's not like they black, bro.
That's true too. That is also true. They did keep letting her around.
They could have blackballed her a long time ago.
Now, some people were definitely getting.
I think she just like certain things she just will, and that's we said that with a lot of niggas. Shit, they could possibly say that about me one day. Niggas just take things a little bit too far. They take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that was the clip where we saw where she was woofing at Kai in front of all them people, like, you know, and some maybe the farting thing, and you know, it's just some shit is just like you know what it is? I think the biggest thing is just reading the room. You feel me? It's just reading the room.
Totally out of pocket.
Hello? Hey. At 10? Alright. It's alright, man. Nah, it's good. I'll just heat up one of the meals. Alright.
Pocket, and I think the back and forths are a little bit much at this point, picking sides, you know, trying to tarnish her, being parasocial about how ex-streamer feels about Zoe Spencer is all the way insane and out of pocket. Some of the people going to bat for Zoe Spencer is totally out of pocket. It's bubbled up into a whole different stratosphere. Now we have Zoe Spencer literally getting on social media, streaming to these different platforms, ruining her own branding and her own image by saying, you know, basic homophobic rhetoric, by labeling all these, you know, hard R's as gay, all the men in the conversation as gay, taking this stance that doesn't even need to be had in a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, it's not nobody's fault but her. That response, her responses ain't got nothing to do with niggas. That's on her.
And especially after these people, you know, came to bat for you.
Y'all never want to see black women.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is, oh my gosh, bro. Why do people like this think that we be like, bro, I cannot, bro, I do not want to see no black women win. No. That is not, no. I don't want to see black women win. What? Especially like, what? Like if we see a black woman winning or empowered, niggas be sitting back like, I fucking hate this shit, bro. That shit is so annoying, bro. Nobody, who's thinking like that besides the Klansmen and fucking bumblefuck Texas or wherever. Like, wow, what nigga is looking at the black woman and saying, I do not want her to win? Who?
Really excel. It's scary. All you oh my God, niggas. All you niggas, because that's what I said. All you niggas is gay. Y'all just want men to fucking do content in this fucking space, and it's weird. Men, stop sucking each other's dick. It's fucking gay. Stop doing that, okay? Stop.
Now, homophobic rant aside, Zoe Spencer brings up something that we've talked about on this platform before, is women being a part of the WL community. From my perspective, Zoe Spencer doesn't do too much more than a lot of the other streamers in the WL community. They all do too much. Like, from the outside looking in, all of them do too much. All of them make, especially the onlooker, very much uncomfortable. All of them play a character and play a role. And it gets to a point where people who aren't in the inner circles or aren't in the content lane don't really understand it. But those that are in the content lane and content space, you know, kind of get what's going on. It's interesting, though, that Low Tier God said, you know, it only becomes a problem when it's a problem. Zoe's been this character. Like, she's been this person. She's been supposed to be somebody who is, you know, playing up what she is or who she is or whatever the case may be. But now all of a sudden there are people saying that she needs to take accountability for her actions. I think that's not right.
Accountability for what? For playing my character? When I take accountability, like, how? Learn from this? How?
So Zoe Spencer, just like every other content creator and streamer, has found a lane and found a character in which can get them popping and get them promoted. And that's very common knowledge and commonplace. Like, her doing the things that she's doing, to me, is no different than the character that like Rakai plays or that Ray plays or whoever else.
That little nigga right there. Need to tighten up, boy.
He's playing a character, everybody's over the top, but we don't see the larger streaming community as a whole coming down on them, you know, talking bad about them and talking negatively about the content that they make. They just let it slide because that is who the character is. Now, is there a thin line between annoying and content? Yeah, probably so. And does Zoe Spencer push that line? You tell me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Saeed. Hey, come here. I got you.
No, you can't.
23.
No.
He's a consensual.
No, he's not consenting.
Yes, he is.
He's not even saying nothing.
He likes it. Yeah, get.
Oh, no.
I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there.
You trying to block a nigga from getting ass? You
Bro,
weird.
he don't want it, bro.
He a cock block.
He did not tell you
He
that.
don't want it.
We gotta put you on blind date. Cool.
Nah, I'm cool. Chill, Brody.
Why not?
Chill, Brody. I ain't on that. Not that. Chill.
We don't give a fuck.
Chill, Brody. Come on, she geeking already.
Happy birthday.
Get out. She geeking, doing too
Nah,
much.
she with me, she good. Pull up,
Nah,
Zoe,
she
pull up.
wild and all that falling niggas. Nah, don't.
So sure, as somebody who is looking onto this, is it annoying? Yes. Is she humiliating other streamers who are male? Yeah, potentially. We've talked about how that is a very prominent niche in the streaming community with Dabo and other content creators, is that they go for the whole humiliation content.
No, get up, get close. Get fucking close. What you mean you gonna get you a snow buddy? What the fuck you mean? With your dumb ass, you dumb as fuck.
You know, whether they be the person who is humiliating or the humiliator, humiliatee, whatever you want to say. That is a very prominent thing. But what I find interesting is, how is this not a reflection of the literal same content that everybody else consumes in the WL community?
He broke my TV. You broke it. He broke my TV though.
Now, I know you know the guess. Why does it take you so long to say a sentence?
Because I'm trying to explore the guess.
Okay, but like, fucking spit it out.
How do these clips?
We've been tracking the same sentence for
He's
30
dyslexic,
minutes.
man.
Are
He's
you
dyslexic.
stupid? Are you fucking stupid? All right,
Niggas don't like that shit. Niggas is not. Shut the fuck up while I'm talking to you.
Oh yeah, man. This okay, bro. Look at the differences. Look at the differences. A nigga laid on a nigga's bed, it broke. He obviously didn't mean to do it. Kevin Hart laughing in the face. I don't and making jokes about a nigga. Okay, I don't understand. I don't know about the. I don't know what the Rakai thing was. I didn't know that, but this is just blatant. This nigga. This would have genuinely, like, Kai is great at this, because this has to make a nigga upset, like, initially, but then his brain is like, I'm on camera. But this is hard to.
Niggas don't like that shit. Niggas is not.
And then you put the.
Fuck up while I'm talking to you, nigga.
Damn, she wetting this nigga up. Damn.
So let me get this straight. The whole community.
That nigga getting wet up. I ain't gonna lie.
These games of humiliations, of making fun of and annoying and all these other things, but all of a sudden Zoe Spencer can't. This conversation has been one that's been existing since, like, Senna's come onto the scene in a major way in the WO community. Pokimane has made her comments. Now it's turned for Zoe Spencer to make her comments. Can women exist in the WL? Can they participate in the same activities? Can they make the same types of jokes? I know some people are probably gonna say, yeah, but just don't be annoying. But if the whole community is doing this annoying humiliation thing, then where's the line really drawn? When you sit there and you consume a Zoe Spencer's content, what's the real difference between consuming a Rakai's content, Little Rodney's son, a Kai Cenat, a Agent, or whoever else?
What? I don't know about Rakai. I don't know. But niggas like Reggie, Lil Rodney's son, sits at his desk, smokes and raps. He not wilding out, tripping. Like, she just twerked on a nigga, you know, she just went and twerked on it. Let's look at it like this. There's double standards in everything. In everything. And we gotta be okay and live with that. That's just how the world works, right? We just sat there and watched one woman hold a nigga that was not trying to get twerked on Zoe came, twerked on the nigga, started doing all of that, right? Now let's just flip it really fast. And she's still here doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's again, you feel me? It's double standard. This is how it's part of the world. Let's flip it. Let's have a nigga go grab a female streamer, hold her in place while another nigga thrust her from the back. Come on. You know what I'm saying? It's a double standard. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. There's things that one group can do that another group can't do. Black people can be racist, white people can't. It's like, it's just what's the word? It's how the world works, right? So, I forgot why I made this point. What was he saying?
And not saying that.
So she can do certain things. She can live and be in how she wants to be, and this, that, the third. If a nigga walked around biting on females and shit, it would come off odd. The Shay can't do certain shit that a girl would be able to do. Like, it's just what it is, bro. You feel me?
There's not differences. They clearly are, but if all of them participate in some sort of similar actions and activities as humiliating or, you know, making fun of or being aggressive or being loud in public or being touchy-feely, all these other things, they're breaking stuff, all of this. If this is the nature of the community, what makes it so different when she does it versus when other people do it? Okay, cool. And maybe biting somebody was a little too far, even if they did like it.
But I emasculate them because of bite mark?
And she had 11K.
I emasculate them
12K. Okay, Zoe.
Guess what, Solluminati? Did they all tell you that they like that shit? All in all, you might like it too. And you're doing all this because maybe you want to get big.
People can acknowledge that may be too far, but I just want to open up the conversation and the dialogue of, if they can do it, why can't she do it? If it's annoying because she does it, why is it annoying because specifically she does it, but every other person gets an excuse?
People get choices. It's all timing. It's reading the room. It's so many different factors that come into it. We all know, as well as Omizi knows, this shit is not that black and white. It's not just that black and white, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, the shit happened. This all happened because she was crying about the streamer university thing, and clearly niggas is annoyed. Initially, before So it said anything, Kai said something, was like he was annoyed with that shit. He didn't like that shit. He didn't like how she did the whole thing. It was too much, whatever, She wasn't fucking with the nigga, or he wasn't fucking with her, right? So after the crying, we just got So back, and So he's watching videos and doing his job, and he just reacts. He reacts and does it how he does it. She goes on there and she starts woofing. Now it starts this back and forth. This is the reason. It's not, like he said, it's not a problem until it's a problem. Nobody was stunting it. Nobody was stressing it. It just got kind of brought to the light by a nigga that know how to woof. And it made niggas start looking a certain way. And you know how this shit go, hive mind. You feel me? Everybody starts looking at it a certain way. Like, damn, she do be tripping. She do. And then you get the clips. And then now you're like, oh my gosh, this girl really do be tripping. You feel me? And it makes you be like, oh, I see why Kai didn't want her to do this. This is how this all played out. It wasn't just randomly out of nowhere. She just fucking did something and people were like, hell nah. You know, it just started, the clip started to get, and you kind of sat back like, damn, she do be tripping. I see why Kai probably didn't want her to go to that no more. And that's the argument. She goes and has her response to Solluminati. She don't got a response to Kai shit or how he be acting. No, it was about the So shit. And how he was saying these things and he, you know, making jokes, and the jokes got to her. And I understand, especially with the hive mind of the internet, everybody getting on her. I'm laughing with them too. Aha, this is that and the third. But when we take it down to this level, this is how this shit goes, bro. It's always how it's went. That being said, y'all let me know what y'all think. Like the video, sub up, comment up, binge the channel. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm great for y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. We gon' edit it, let do it.